I had a great summation all worked out, full of some sharp lawyering. But I'm not going to read it. I'm here to apologize. I'm young, I'm inexperienced, but you cannot hold Carly highly responsible for my shortcomings. You see, in all this legal maneuvering, something has gotten lost. And that something is the truth. Now, it is incumbent upon us lawyer not just to talk about the truth, but actually to seek it, to find it, to live it. My teacher taught me that. Let's take that bath, for example. Now, obviously, I would have never knowingly put a convicted felon on the stand. But what is the truth? That he's a disgraced liar? And what if I told you that the woman he was accused of raping was 17 and then he was 23? That she later became his wife, bore his child, and still married to the man today. Does it make his testimony more or less true? What is it in us that seek the truth? Is it our minds? Or is it our hearts? I set out to prove a black man could receive a fair trial in the South, that we are all equal in the eyes of the law. But this is not the truth. Because the eyes of the law are human eyes, yours and mine. And until we can see each other as equals, justice is never going to be even ended. And it will remain nothing more than just a reflection of our own prejudices. So, ladies and gentlemen, until that day, we have a duty under God to seek the truth. Not with our eyes, not with our minds, where fear and hate will turn commonality into prejudices, but with our hearts, where we don't know better. Now, I want to tell you a story. I'm going to ask you all to close your eyes while I tell the story. I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen to yourselves. This is a story about a little girl walking home from the grocery store one sunny afternoon. I want you to picture that little girl. Suddenly, a truck races up. Two men jump out. They grab her, drag her to a nearby field where they tie her up. They rip her clothes from her body and they climb on. The first one, then the second one, raping her. Shattering everything innocent and pure. Vicious thrust in a fog of drunken breath and sweat. After they're done, when they kill her tiny womb, murdered any chance for her to bear children, have life beyond her own, they decide to use her for a target practice. So they start throwing full beer cans at her. They throw them so hard that it tears the flesh all the way to her bones. And they urinate on her. Now comes the hanging. They have a rope, they tie your nose, Imagine the noose pulling tighter on her neck. And a sudden blinding jerk, she's pulling through the air. Her feet and legs go kicking, but they don't find the ground. The hanging branch is not strong enough. It snaps. She falls back to earth. So they pick her up and throw her in the back of the truck. Drive out to Foggy Creek Bridge. And they pitch her over the edge. So she drops some 30 feet down to the creek bottom below. Can you see her? Her raped, beaten, broken body. Soaked in their urine. Soaked in their semen. Soaked in her blood. Left to die. Can you see her? I want you to picture that little girl. Now, imagine she's white.